presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. Our featured golfer making the turn. Let's pick up with the action at the 10th. Has not been a stellar performance to this point, but Frank, not too bad.
When you consider 4-round events, Rich, you're going to have a period where there's a little lull. As long as you can minimize the damage over the course of 4 days, it turns out all right. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just 5 feet left.
Things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. If you can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. But if you do stray a little, when he goes after it like he is here.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, this TPC Stadium course in La Quinta, California has quite a history, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Every style of golf, age group, whether it's someone trying to get their tour card at the tour school, skins games played here from 1986 to 1991, even the PGA Club Professional Championship, they've all come and played here. It's so good to see it on the back on the rotation. But I've got to say, the one thing, and I was there, in 2000, it was the PGA Tour Q School. It was won by Stephen Allen, who was an Australian player. But the worst thing I've ever seen on a golf course happened on Alcatraz, 17th hole there. Joe Daly, who was looking like he was going to make his PGA Tour card, had a putt of about 3 feet. And I think he was playing with Craig Perks and went on to win the Players Championship. Joe Daly hits this putt. It hits the back of the hole, the liner in the hole, and popped out on the front lip. Never saw that before. It was amazing. And as luck would have it, Joe Daly missed his tour card by 1 shot.
That was as cruel a twist as I have ever seen in golf. Sensational effort, an eagle, and now a good move on the leaderboard.
Name up there in bright lights. Interesting to see if that gets a little attention.
Frank, P. Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. That's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the widest fairway. Then you've got the longer second shot. Get a little closer, it starts to shrink up, shrink up, shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off?
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, what's the right play here? Second to the short 12th.
Short flags, obviously got to keep it on that front section. When you've got a back flag, you've got to get it over that little faint ridge that's in the middle of the screen. Got to go past that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That would be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. Now teeing off here at the par 3, 13th.
Oh, this is right at it.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Clean this up with a tap. This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. That's the end of round 1, and we saw a lot of good golf out there today, Frank.
And it was a bonus to anyone that got off to a good start today.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live second round coverage of the California Classic. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed appropriately Eternity, 617 yards. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. He'll take par and move on. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9 on, are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up. There's something about a well-hit shot.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway. Frank, another good scoring opportunity here at the par 4 12th.
Yeah, just have to focus on where that flag is in relation to these little ridges and the mounds on this green. It's called moat because it's protected all by that wall of sand down that left side. That's not really in play for this shot. If you're smart, use one of those little ridges. They can kick it towards the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Settles in over the putt. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of the screen, just taking a 3. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Has his par. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards, but Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan. Because they're a nice high.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the California Classic.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it.
Long just meant longer.
That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Now the second shot to the par 5. All right, Frank, time to play a little pitch and putt right now. Good chance with a good shot here to make a 4.
Yeah, holes like this is where small ball can beat big ball.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure.